All right. Good morning, Panther fans. Welcome to two old crabby men on a Monday morning after the time change. Holy shit. Okay. That's that's all I can say is life was so good. Life was so good. And then overtime came and then it wasn't good anymore. And Sam Reinhart, dude, what are you doing? How? Those are the moments. This is hyperbolic. I get it, but it's early Monday morning. And I'm not saying for this team specifically, but like in a playoff run, those are the goals that either win or lose you a Stanley Cup. Those are the moments where you've got to put it in the net.
Inches.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even think the game should have went to overtime. Once we tied the game, man, we had them on the ropes. All we needed was one more goal.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lundell's breakaway was at the end of the game or whenever, but somebody mentioned on Twitter that Lundell is reminding him more and more of Maxine Mammon, the guy that couldn't finish.
I'm watching Lundell's game a lot. And because everybody knows what I've said about him, I said this last year. He needs to put on some weight. Like Barkov, especially Barkov's assists come from a board battle. He keeps the puck. He uses his body to shield it. He gets it to somebody. They score. Yeah, Lundell, every time he's getting knocked off the puck.
One thing Barkov has over Lundell is his reach.
Right. Well, yeah, he's a bigger guy.
Barkov has a long stick and a long reach.
Right.
And more times than not, he uses that to break up plays. Anyway.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know about you guys. I'm talking like the collective.
Yeah.
Flying Fluffy Hockey, the #1 Panther podcast in the world. I'm in a foul mood. Okay? And I've been waiting an additional 24 hours to vent a little bit.
Yeah, go for it.
Anyway, so a bunch of you sent me some text messages yesterday. I won't mention names, but pretty much the recurring theme of those text messages was basically like, so it looks like we're going to miss the playoffs by 1 or 2 points. Toronto and Winnipeg. So I'm not giving up. But let's be realistic, people. We came back and tied that game. And really, we should have won the game. I mean, Hellebuck made some great saves, but
right.
Like I said, we had them on the ropes. We could have finished them off, but I got to put out Maurice. Because on the winning goal by Winnipeg, guess who was on the ice as the number 3 man?
Yeah, I know. And he got caught too.
He got caught. So
he got caught.
F are you putting Aaron Ekblad, the slowest freaking mother molasses, on the team? He can't play overtime because it's exactly what happened.
Yep.
Turn over the puck and boom, they're gone.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Bob made a hell of a save, but listen, Scheifele. What I text you earlier.
Yeah, you did.
Scheifele, Connor, Wheeler, Morris. Scheifele is the number 1 Panther killer on Winnipeg. I always look for the 1 or 2 Panther killers that just consistently beat us. It's Kyle Connor and Mark Scheifele. Yeah, Connor didn't score, but he had like 2 or 3 assists.
Right. Well,
Duke didn't bury Duke had 3 opportunities to bury pucks. Just it just angers me that
I know.
I really thought we were going to win that game in overtime. That it was going to be back-to-back comeback Cats.
Right.
Winning in overtime. And the guys on the NHL Network were talking about how much Winnipeg needed that win also.
They
didn't really talk about basically the Panthers blowing it.
Well,
we blew that game. They didn't win that game.
That game. I mean, now I'm not certainly.
Wait. Can hold that thought? I want to add one more thing.
Go ahead.
we did get cross-checked in front.
Yeah.
And that's the turn, and then it turned over, but there was a blatant cross-check that didn't get called.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I said it. I mean, I wasn't the only one that said it, but we knew that going into this back-to-back, no matter how it played out, if we didn't get 4 points, there was going to be the questioning of the goaltending. And, Bob on the second night of a back-to-back, he kept us in it, but he didn't have it. Let's put it this way. I mean,
Yep.
he was good, but he wasn't what he's been.
He wasn't what we. Yeah, he wasn't Vezina Bob. Now,
and he's 34 years old on a second of a back-to-back.
Absolutely.
And
now I want to apologize because I did watch our last video, and you were about to make a point about Chuck E. Cheese, and I was like going on a one of my streams of consciousness.
Right.
So you never really got to say what you wanted, and I think what you wanted to say was that you had put out a tweet basically saying, Kachuk, you haven't scored a goal in I don't even know how many games.
1 in 12.
Okay, and look what happens. He scores 2 goals. So
yeah.
It works again, guys.
It works again.
I think they play our videos in the locker room. 2 wild and crazy old farts.
Yeah.
Making content on YouTube.
They probably have the old men, the puppets from the old men from the Muppets, right?
You should make puppets of us.
And they have them in the locker room, and they're just like making fun of us. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to sit here and say Lions should have played against the Blackhawks, because the way we played, I don't know if we win that game. You know what I mean? That's the thing. We're playing in such a manner as which we need Vezina Bob every night. So look, this is what I'll bring up, because all that really matters is we need to win our game in hand against the Islanders, and we need to be 1 game better. That's it. We're 3 points out with a game in hand. You win your game in hand, you're 1 game better than them the rest of the season, and that's it. We're in. Yep. It's math.
Yeah, so Ottawa lost last night.
Right.
So it might just be the 3 of us, Pittsburgh, Islanders, and us.
Well, you can't completely throw the Capitals out, and I'm going to show you why. Because the Islanders play the Capitals 2 more times here. So, but now the Islanders' schedule is not super easy. I mean, I know people, Kings, Ducks, Sharks, but out west. These games are out west, so that's not a big help for them. And then they have a couple of easy games. So they play the Leafs again, then the Jackets, but then they've got Sabres, Devils, Capitals, Lightning, Hurricanes, Lightning. That's a gauntlet. You know what I mean? That is a gauntlet there, especially the Lightning going to be trying to get their game back a little bit.
That other point was big, Burrow.
Oh yeah, no, look, I mean, every point is big, but in the sense that we still would have had to have been 1 game better than the Islanders, because we still would have needed the extra point.
I understand.
You know what I mean? So
I understand.
It hurt.
It would have been nice, but at least we tied the game and got the point.
Right. And
we were down 2 goals and looking like crap, and then again, the alarm bell went off with these guys. Like,
right, and that's the bigger problem. That's the big.
We still could do it.
Yeah. We're not.
The thing is, though, you take a look at that St. Louis game, which was the second game in that back-to-back, where they just didn't bring it at all.
Right.
At least they brought a better effort. I mean, they weren't like energy-less. Like St. Louis was probably, in my opinion, one of the worst, if not the worst, game of the year.
Yeah.
They just didn't show up at all. Not even in spurts.
Look, I mean, I'm looking at the Islanders' schedule, okay? Because if the Panthers talk about we blew this game, we blew that game, right? I mean, in February, the Islanders lost to the Canadians. They lost to the Canucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen, they know they're in the same position we are, but like you said, they have some formidable opponents coming up.
I'm looking to see earlier in the season. I mean, the
I think
Kraken are
the Kings are playing really good this year. So the
right.
games, the Sharks and the Ducks, man, we need some help from them. Excuse me.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to. Let me get off of there. The thing about it is just don't look at the standings too much this week. Look at the games, just don't look at the standings because everybody's going to play a couple of times now before we play. So
Yeah,
the Islanders. I mean, certainly it's going to help if they lose,
crazy
but
schedule makers, boy.
yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird. I mean, like
And
Pittsburgh's going to.
we really went through a punishing schedule earlier in the year when we had all the injuries and the sicknesses, and we piled up a lot of losses. That
Yeah,
maybe if we had a full team, maybe half of those games go our way.
right.
Anyway,
Well, look, a lot of times it is who you play, or it's when you play them, not necessarily who you play. You know,
well,
um,
at least Bob's got a 3 day rest.
Bob's got rest, and by the time we get back, we're gonna have 3 games in hand on the Islanders. So don't panic if we're 4 or 5 points out or whatever, because we're 3 now. So we could be as many as 7 points out. We could be as many as 7.
Could be,
But right.
maybe not.
But any point that they lose while they're getting a game in hand is an opportunity for us.
Yeah, that's on the assumption that we win those games.
Right. Well, you
I
have
mean, would you say that 110% that we should beat the Canadians?
We better.
Yeah, there you go. We better.
We better. I don't know why they're coming out so. I mean, Maurice is saying that they're coming out tight because they feel the pressure. And I mean, come on, man. We've been hearing that here for years. Like, do you ever hear Tampa coming out and playing poorly because they're feeling the pressure? You imagine Cooper standing up to go, well, they're feeling the pressure of playing an underdog. I mean, Stamkos would walk by and stick him upside the head if he ever said some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, that's bullshit. Guys are pros, man. They're getting paid a lot of money to show up and do their job. But I mean, Aaron Ekblad in 3-on-3.
That was disappointing.
No, just don't do it.
I know.
So hurt his ego. Big deal. He knows he's slow.
Right.
I mean, that guy just blew by him. I mean, he wasn't in front of the net, so you didn't see number 5. And you didn't see number 5 because he was probably at the blue line, huffing and puffing, trying to get back.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's really all I got. I said short but sweet today. I don't know what you have to add, but we know what we got to do Thursday night. Canadians can't lose that game. Well, and then who we got after that?
Let's look. Let's see. What do we have? We've got the Canadians on Thursday. And then we've got the Devils. And then that's the end of the homestand. That's it. Canadians.
I got news for you. I know we're home, but the Devils are playing really good right now.
Yeah.
That's going to be a tough game.
Right. Then Red Wings and Flyers back to back. Now that one, I mean, you've got to throw Lyon out there one of those games.
Yep.
You just have to.
Yep.
because we don't have the days off. We only had the one day off
One of
after
those games.
Monday the 20th and Tuesday the 21st.
Okay. So you put
So
I don't know. It doesn't matter which one. I would put Lions out for the Detroit game. Give Bob another day of rest and put him out on the flyer. Who knows what Maurice is going to do?
right,
But if Maurice
right.
plays Bob back to back, big mistake.
I don't think
already
he'll.
proved he can do the job.
Yeah,
Although
yeah.
he'll probably be rusty because he hasn't played a game in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean that. I really wish we could have beat the Blackhawks with Lyon in there and
Yep.
and
We
had a
both
fresh
called
Bob.
it. We
I mean,
both called it.
yeah, but
I think that was a mistake. You're right. Bob's 34. And, granted, he didn't stop 40 shots the night before, but still.
Well, he did it backwards. I mean, I said it when he announced this. It's not hindsight. I said this is backwards. If you're even considering playing Lyon a game, you just put him against Chicago. You don't sit there and say, well, if we have a tough game against Chicago, we're going to play Lyon against the Jets. That's just stupid.
No shit.
It's just ass backwards.
We know better than this guy.
Yeah, ain't no joke about that. So hopefully.
Can you imagine Jaws and Stu behind the bench? Well, everybody saw that picture of me. That one of my fellow Panther.
I'm not wearing a suit, so
Photoshop me behind the bench. I still look classic.
I would be like Belichick. I would be like all the other coaches are dressed well, and I'm in a freaking hoodie with a hat on, and just you wouldn't even be able to see my eyes. That's all you'd see. You know what I mean? Oh well, look.
Yeah, I think that picture was taken. I think the day of Bugner getting fired.
Oh geez,
it was really funny. Who's going to be the new coach? Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, there's no excuses. We got 3 days, whatever. No, what do we have?
Monday, Tuesday
Yeah, Monday, Tuesday.
Well, we had the 12th off, so the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th. It's 4 days off.
Yep.
And then we play on the 5th.
No excuses.
No, they just.
And that should be, a 5-1 landslide.
Yeah, we'll leave some in the tank. We're gonna need to win the 4 in a row, 5 in a row. I mean,
there's like no screwing around. Like, how do you go down to Winnipeg the way we went down? I mean, they came back 3 times basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But when it was 3-2, we had them on the ropes and couldn't tie the game. Too many missed opportunities. Duclair 3 times. That I counted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking.
Yeah.
Maybe there was a 4th, but let's just say 3. The Lundell breakaway.
Duke needs to put it in the back of the net.
Reinhardt obviously missing, but yeah, we got cross-checked, and that led to the winning goal.
Yeah. Look, I'm.
Oh, and let's mention the Montour penalty.
Right.
Stupid cross-check, unnecessary. I mean, that's guys, you got to use your freaking hockey IQ, man, and just the referees are going to call that stuff. They scored 20 seconds into the penalty?
Yeah, it was bad. It was
unnecessary.
And the other part to that is you got to stay out of the box. Special teams is not great. It's extremely inconsistent. I'd like to see maybe Duke get his shot on that first power play. He needs to get one in the back of the net.
Yep.
So get him on the power play.
Netter.
Right. Yeah. No, that did not break the ice for him mentally. He's still, and that's normal. A player comes back like that. It's normal for them to take a couple games to get their footing.
The guys are still passing up shots on the power play. I mean, look what happened when I don't know, was it Barkov who took the shot and Kachuk got the rebound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Shoot low from the point now.
Right.
Hopefully it gets deflected, or hopefully it gets through. There's a rebound, and you got the Mighty Mac,
Right.
because that's what he does
Now,
best.
hopefully Forsing's okay. Hopefully that injury, he came back, but hopefully that's
Yeah,
not part of the reason why he wasn't on the ice and Ekblad was on the ice in overtime. That's what I'm
well, he
saying.
came back.
Yeah, he came back.
Maurice let it out that apparently he got slashed in the hand with a finger or something.
Huh.
Dead down to the bone.
Oh,
there was a tweet. I don't know whether it was Jameson or they were quoting Maurice talking about Forsling, that he's been playing with this injured finger.
I see. Yeah.
But that was a holding penalty for sure.
Yeah,
He had him,
right.
no call.
No, they even reviewed it, and now Randy
And then
on
they
the
gave him 5 minutes, and then it's no penalty at all. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Totally ridiculous.
Right. Yeah. All right. Like you said, short and sweet for this morning. I'm gonna go back to bed now.
I know he's gonna play Bob Thursday night, but I'd throw Lyon out there. It's the Canadians. He's not gonna do it, but
no, we need Lyon out there Monday the 20th against the Wings, or the 21st against the Flyers. He needs to pick at that point, because we don't have the days off after that. It's every other day, and then we have another back-to-back coming up.
Here's what we got to hope for. Islanders are on that West Coast trip. Sharks, Ducks, and Kings, correct?
And yeah.
They got to lose 2 out of 3 of those games.
We need some help.
Possible.
Right. That's what we need. Is we need
in regulation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's the Kings first, and I think it's Kings and Ducks back to back. So I believe so. Yeah. So we'll know. We'll know. I'm not sure if I trust this team under the pressure if the Islanders win them all. You know what I mean? Something not right when how this team just comes out and is just getting behind so often. Of course, that's what we did last year, right?
28 comebacks.
Right.
29 comebacks.
Only last year Reinhart buries that puck and we win in overtime. That's
Trust
the difference.
Me, on the ride home from the rink, from the arena, he's just replaying that in his head. I would.
Right. Well, yeah.
He says hi to the wife or whatever, and he gets into bed. He's thinking about that he could have ended that game.
Yep.
So, anyway.
All right.
Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you're not subscribed to the Panthers Flying Fluffy Hockey, Flying Fluffy Sports.
Yeah, whichever.
Bastard changed the name. Go back to Panther Flying Fluffy Hockey. Create a separate Dolphin channel.
I already tried
Flying Fluffy Dolphins or something.
It's not going to matter anyway. By the time we get off, the entire financial system's going to
crash.
Listen,
comments. So.
You cut me off.
Always welcome comments. Want you
I don't
guys
even think he's hearing me.
Want to read
sure he doesn't even hear me that he's cutting me off.
Okay, what'd you say?
I'm talking to the audience. You'll have to watch the replay for that one. You'll have to watch the replay for that one. All right, everybody. We appreciate all the support. We'll see you again.
Of course you do. Well, by the way, before you shut us down here.
Now I'm shutting them.
No.
Imagine that. Stu accusing me of shutting him down.
No. Listen, guys, I want to just give a shout out to my partner here. Okay? Because he works his tail off to bring content to the subscribers that you have. 2 live streams, recaps, reviews, I mean, the guy was really run down yesterday and not feeling good, and that's why we didn't have the video.
Yeah.
But I hope you guys all appreciate what Eric does. That well, I
No,
mean,
I
where
appreciate
else are you gonna go to get the latest and greatest and
I
Panther
appreciate that.
stuff? So shout out to my bud,
I
and
appreciate that. People don't
yeah,
realize that while this is my full-time job, it's not even my full-time job. You know what I mean? It's like I still got the other eBay business that's the other half of the planet. And sometimes I'll be sitting there doing my pack and ship, and Kyle will come into the room and tell me something happened with sports, and I'll stop and like I'll have to stop and process what he said. And then by the time I process what he says, I'm looking at my package and I'm like, what did I just put in here? I don't even remember because like we sell photos and documents. So I have a routine, a system. Been doing it for 22 years. So when I get it packaged up, I put on a white Mylar waterproof envelope and I write on the envelope what it is. So when I go to print my label, I know what's in the package.
don't go anywhere. Talk to the audience. Got the
Yeah.
garbage truck.
You
Give
got
me
your
a sec.
garbage truck. Right. So this is a bonus story time with Jaws. Like every day. Oh, he left his mic on. Damn. Every day I'll be packing and shipping and it'll be like a picture of a dog. And like I'll have it packaged up and Kyle will interrupt and I'll just stand there and stare at the package because I don't remember at that point because he just he just told me that we got that we got Bradley Chubb or something like that, or the Panthers, Bob's not in net, he's hurt, and he'll tell me something like that, and I'll just be standing there staring at the package, trying to remember what the hell I just put into it, and he just laughs and walks away. So I appreciate that, Stu. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So listen, guys, we're gonna have a raffle. Okay, see that? That's Alexander Barkov bobblehead. So listen, you want to get in the raffle? It's $5.
I know. Wait a minute. Time out. You can't do that.
No,
I can't do that on YouTube. Don't YouTube censors. Rewind that. Stu didn't know. He didn't know. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that. No, I had to look it up too. You're not allowed to do that. I can. They have to leave a comment, etc., etc. But we're not allowed to run like a paid raffle on YouTube. It's against because think about it. People would run lotteries every day, right? It's like, all right, we're going to have a live stream. Everybody give me $5. And at the end of the way, I'm going to give $100 away.
All right. I didn't know. Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah.
Don't demonetize because of me. Anyway.
Right. Well, Stu and I will work it out. We got bobbleheads. We're going to give away a bobblehead or two. So yeah, but we'll work it out. But no, we're not allowed to do that, unfortunately. That would be a nice gig though. I would just live stream all day and be like, all right, every hour I'm going to give away $100 as soon as we have $1,000 in the kitty. You know what I mean? Right? Or go go to Walmart and I got this bobblehead. Well, if 50 people give us $5 to enter the raffle and a bobblehead costs us $10, where'd the $90 go? Right? Yeah.
Monday morning garbage pickup.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
He's gone.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right, guys. It was still 28 minutes.
Yeah. We can never make it short.
Man, we're dedicated.
Yeah, exactly. My eye, man. If you can't, I don't know if you can tell on camera because I got my hat down, but my right eye is. Yesterday was really bad. I look like I got it's noticeable. Like when you look in the mirror, it's like one eye is way bigger than the other one, and this one's just like all swollen and goopy and shit. So, all right, I'll be back. This afternoon at some point with the podcast for the members and the Patreon people.
Well, I'm gonna be in contact with both Randy and Billy today at some point. So
yeah,
there might be a surprise video made today, tomorrow, whatever.
Right.
Just like the team has 3 days off, those guys have 3 days off.
Well, at least Randy. Don't know about Billy, but at least Randy for sure. Yeah.
No, well, Billy. What Billy does is if the Panthers are on the road, because Billy's got that gig with the NHL Network.
Right.
So he goes up to Jersey for at least 2 days, 3 days. If there's no Panther games, he might be, doing the NHL Network
Do
gig.
another. Yeah.
So that's why, we were supposed to have him on. I don't know
Right.
what
Yeah.
day it was, Thursday, whatever.
Yeah. It was last week, and
And
then we had to.
his production meeting got moved up. So unfortunately,
Right.
I'm not going to say he owes us a visit, but
he's trying to come.
we took a rain check. So
Yeah.
as soon as we end the video, I'm going to send him a text, and
Right.
maybe we'll get lucky, because I'd like to hear from both of those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're definitely going to
Plus with me with one eye swollen shut, it gives Stu's a chance to be the good looking one.
Never. Anyway, have a great day, bud.
All right, guys. Yep. All
Take
right.
it easy, everybody.
Yep. You too.